What's good? You are now watching Al Cobb live. Let's get it. Shout out to all my subscribers. We had 202 as of currently today. I appreciate the last person for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. We do lives, we got vlogs, we got work-life balance, and we have information on warehouse maintenance, warehouse mechanics. So that's what this channel is about currently as of today. We in 2025. Today is January 8th. On playback, my playbacks always release a day later from when I initially did the live, but I'll try to make it that way. I have new shorts coming out. My fault, that AC blowing. I have new shorts dropping for y'all on tool sets. So you have to know what these tools are in life. In life, I'll say it's best for you to know what these tools are. Now, for me, I wasn't that familiar with every single tool that I go over, but one of the reasons why I started doing those shorts and releasing them is so I could learn and refresh my memory and help people out. So that definitely was the gist of why I started doing those shorts. Now, a lot of people try to play games and be funny and make fun of the way that I pronounce the words sometimes, or if it was spelled wrong with the automated subtitles that I put on the videos. And it's very funny, ha ha, he, but I don't really care about that. What I care about is the people that I'm helping. Because all I try to do on this channel is give value, insight, and log my days of living while I still have these days on earth. So I appreciate all of you that actually tune in, that show respect, that show love, that don't judge me, that don't drop funny comments that's gonna bother me or try to be disrespectful. Thank you, all of you positive people out there. Thank you. And if you are being helped, then I'm glad I can help you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If I don't know, definitely I go always get the answer for you, and I come back and I return the answer to you the best way that I can to make you understand. So that's what this channel is about, really. Video documents go up on a website that's going to be here for many more years after me. I think this website is going to live forever. Truthfully, YouTube will live forever. We'll talk about that in another live, or we'll probably get into some sections of it. But the reason I keep looking at the screen, because, you know, like I said before, you know, you'll find yourself looking at the screen way more than paying attention to the camera. But so as of today, I was supposed to get back on my workout agenda. I didn't get a chance to. I actually woke up at time and I had the energy to get up out the bed. But did I? No, I just stayed rested. Well, I don't mind getting rest, but the fact is, you know, I need to get my body back tuned up, because as you get older, it's better for you to exercise before those muscle groups go to sleep. That next time you do go exercise, you go hard thinking you still got it, like how you had it, and you don't. So you overwork yourself. The next thing you know, you're not going back to the gym for another week, maybe a month. And you keep pushing it back, pushing it back. Now, my agenda got messed up due to the fact that I was doing a lot of overtime, and that I had family in town, so all my time was pretty much getting tied up. But yeah, I had to work and balance, you know, family, and then go run and do errands. So I got off track. I wasn't going to sleep on time. I wasn't getting the proper rest that I need. So that's on me. But I can fix that, and I will fix that. And today I'll be updating my calendar. I might drop a video on this, on how to make your calendar work for you. I feel like that's going to be very useful, how to make your calendar work for you. But as today's live goes, you know, I warmed up, you know, 5 minutes. I feel like today I got a lot to talk about, but I just want to give you examples today, and I want to give y'all examples. I want to give you like some story time with this. I want to give you some insight, a perspective on this, that I feel that a lot of people that I knew throughout working jobs have failed to do this. And the people that have not failed to do this, they're different. They act different. They go about things differently. Now, you see the car hard in the back. Now, today's live is about business versus personal. Now, this is a subject, or this is a saying that you heard all throughout your life, but you could never separate the two. It's business, it's never personal. Business versus personal. This is something that I see a lot of people fall victim to. Now, my perspective. This is just my perspective. So I'm gonna give you my perspective. My perspective is, I didn't know you before I got here, and I damn sure won't know you when I leave here. Now, with that being said, that's how I personally feel. And the reason I feel that way is because I don't know these people before I start working at this new workplace. I don't know you. I didn't know you before. I really don't know you now. Right? And a lot of people tend to take things personally or act like these people knew you before. Nobody knows your morals. Nobody knows what you came from. Nobody knows what you've been through. People do not know you. So do not expect them to have the respect for you that you have demanded your whole life. I don't know you. Therefore, I'm going to treat you whatever way I feel that I can treat you until you show me things about your personality or you stand up for yourself. If you don't stand up for yourself, I'm going to run over you all the time. I do not come from where you come from. I don't know you before this, and I won't know you after this. What do I mean when I say this? It sounds like I'm repeating myself, but that's personal. What you do in your personal life, at home, the friends you select, that's all up to you. That's personal stuff. The people that you work with, you did not choose them. The company chose them. Depending on what company you work for, they probably went through a process to choose these people, or sometimes they just chose these people because they had a personal tie to them and it was their decision to make, so they put them on. Every circumstance is different, and I don't know your circumstance that you're living in, but I do know that business is business, right? So you have to know how to function when making business decisions. If somebody disrespects you personally, step out of yourself and look at it through the business lens. A lot of people don't understand the difference, and they get their feelings hurt because somebody disrespected them or said something or did something to them when that person was making a business decision, and you over here in your feelings making it personal. Now, let me go on to say this. I have worked with people before that I grew up on with them. You know, you talk to them, you get to know them, right? And they take an opportunity to become a part of management. Now, the same person that you grew up on with, you laugh with, you talk to, they're over you now. Like, in the business world, they're over you. So that means they're gonna try to come in and tell you what to do. And you just look like, yo, wasn't you my dog? Like, wasn't you the person that I was kicking it with? We was cool. I showed you all of this stuff. And now they turn it around on you. You gotta understand, this business is never personal. They never said that to you when y'all was being personal and building that bond. But as soon as they step up and get a little bit of responsibility, or a little bit of power and a little bit more money, they feel like they control you and they're gonna throw you under the bus. I've been through it. personally. I've been through that. Then I had to think to myself, like, damn, that's crazy. But I just know that it was business. It was never personal. I'm going to let this person know that I function differently in business than I do personally. You tell me, oh yeah, it's business, never personal. Oh, okay. Trust me, I got you. I got 3 up on you now. But you trying to make me look stupid, and you trying to be disrespectful low-key, talking about it's business, never personal. Nah, nigga, it's personal. It's definitely personal. I'm gonna take it as that, cause we was kicking it, chilling, talking, vibing, being good buddies on the job. It was all good. As soon as you get a little promotion, you ain't even tell me about the promotion. You ain't even tell me like, hey, look out, man. I might be, stepping into this role over here. So you did that shit behind my back. And now you think you're gonna come back and utilize me for your pleasure, to make you look good? Nah, you funny. But I've been through it. So this is my video, or this is my live, or this is my message to inform you that, y'all gotta start to separate business from personal. Always learn the rules and the policies of your workplace. Always learn it. Because what you learn in that, you're gonna know what to expect. And when they try to throw business is business, is not personal. When they try to throw that at you, you throw a couple of policies at them. Oh yeah? And then they'll know. One thing in this world, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta speak up, you gotta stand up. If you don't, you get shoveled under the dirt. I saw Beyonce once say. Beyonce said this one time, she called herself being real nice to people, and they wasn't doing what she wanted. And she kept letting it go, but she wasn't getting the results she wanted. So she said, I'm a nice person, I know that for myself. But when I want to get stuff done and I want it a certain way, I'm gonna be mean, because that's the way I want it. And that's what I expect. Y'all gotta do the same thing. You in your life gotta do the same thing. You gotta understand that you have to be mean at times to get what you want. You have to speak up to get what you want. You have to ask questions. You have to ask questions to get what you want. People not just gonna give you what you want if you don't speak up. What they say, a closed mouth don't get fed? It don't. Y'all gotta speak up. You gotta talk. You gotta be mean. You gotta let people know what you demand, what your expectations are. And if they can't meet those expectations, then goodbye. Please separate the personal from business. These people at this job are not your friends. They're not. They're not my friends. They're not. They have their own. What's the word? They have their own agenda. They have their own. It's a word that I'm looking for with an I, and I just was. They have their own. And what's the word, man? Man. They have their own agenda. These people have their own agenda. They have their own expectations. And if you don't talk to them to find out what it is, you ain't gonna know. You gotta take it upon yourself to separate the two. Don't take nothing personal. Just know how to function in the business mindset. Just know when you're working for a company, you're working for a business. And there's things about you personally that you hold sacred or morally ethical to your heart. But then there's some things that they're gonna step on that's gonna hurt you personally. But when you know how to separate, when you walk into that company, you put on your business mind, you become professional at what you do. You talk to people appropriately. You watch what you say. In many instances, I done seen, and I done heard people get dragged through the mud for slipping up and saying the wrong things, and have got things filed on them because they said those things. You gotta be careful what you say, yo. The workplace is not a playground. It's not for you to play around and disrespect people or talk inappropriately. It's not for that. You do have to understand that. Like, yo, it's not for that. People do it. You know, people get into relationships on the job, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just know that there's other people watching you. And this other dude that was on the job before you that knew that person that you in a relationship with, you know, they liked that person for a long time. Now they watching you and everything you do because they wanted to be that person, and that's always going to be there. They wanted to be that person. So you got to keep your personal life outside. Yeah, there's going to be people that you're attracted to in your workplace and stuff like that. And if you can hook up with them, you got to do it. But, you know, you got to do it in the eye that it's not people watching you or trying to throw shame on you or trying to take your place or anything like that. Like, it happens a lot. And it mostly happens for the people that don't get out. Like, yo, if you don't get out, you're going to be looking for love in the wrong place. And the workplace is the wrong place to look for love. Trust me. It's the wrong place. But then again, you build this personal relationship with this person at the business, under the business you're working for. And then when something goes wrong with that person or your relationship, then you in that business looking crazy. And everybody knows your personal business now. So it's just a lot of differential factors that you got to be aware of. And a lot of stuff goes on, you got to be aware of. If you're not aware, which you should, you start to fall victim to this stuff. Understand, you have to educate you. There's the cops right up there. You have to educate yourself. Yo, they sitting nice too. You have to educate yourself on these workplace, on these people around you. That's why you gotta watch people around you. Always stay aware. Always be aware of your surroundings. Yo, those cops is right there looking crazy. Always be aware. Always, I wouldn't say like watch people. I say watch people. And pay attention to how they act around you and how they are around other people. How they talk to you and how they talk around other people that's around them. Like, start to understand and take it in. Like, soak in what's going on. Soak it in. Don't be a victim to this stuff. Understand. Be aware. There's people that will talk good in your face, and as soon as you turn around, they talking about you. Oh, look at how they walk. Oh, they said this. Oh, they told me this, this, and this. There's people that do that. And there's people that you hold near and dear. You think they super cool, and you feel like they're your therapy. It's somebody you could know. Your coworkers are not your therapists. No. There's therapy sessions you could book online. There's therapy you could call through the phone. You go to a therapy office. Don't be airing out your business to somebody that you work with. Because just know that one day it could all turn face. And now they got this ammo on you that they could use on you. Has that happened to me in the work world? No. Has that happened to me personally? Yes. There's people that I used to talk to, and I used to tell them a lot of stuff, and next thing you know, we get into a joking on each other, and they bringing up the personal stuff that you told them. It happened to me before. In that situation, I had to analyze and be like, yo, that's crazy. That's something I told them personally. And they done aired me out when I was roasting them on regular jokes. They took it to the personal level, like, oh yeah. And they held it. It was a secret until you embarrassed them or offended them. And now look, they're hearing you out. You gotta be aware that anything is possible. So be careful what you say around people. Be careful what you share with people. Because there's always that person that you trusted once, ready, with that machete to cut your ass down. To cut you down. And whether it was for because you're embarrassing them or you stop kicking it with them, whatever it was for. Whatever it was for. They did that to you. Be careful out here, man. You know, the world has become more open in a sense that you let people into your private life online. Yo, what's private is meant to be private. I don't want all of what I go through out on the internet or out there for people to judge and write offensive shit or treat me a certain way or look at me a certain way. I don't want it for that. Leave me the hell alone. Because that affects you more than a surface level. If you know, you know. For real, for real. But concluding this live, hopefully this gets out there to somebody. You know, I gotta start chopping up these lives and creating the content for this channel. This is what I do. I make the live, go back, chop it up, and then you get what you get out of that. So the goal for this year on this channel is to get 1,000 subscribers. And once I start taking action and cutting up these lives and making clips and all of that, trust me, we going up. So all my early subscribers, hey, start commenting now. Start commenting now. Comment now. Like now. Let me know you was here with me before I hit the 1,000. Before I hit the 5,000. Before I hit the 10,000. Before I hit the 100,000 subscribers. Before I start getting all of these lives going crazy. Right? Before. Hit me before. Because it's going to happen. This is the year. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. And if y'all want to see everything else I do, or be a part of anything else that I do, I have a music channel, music information, all my music insight and knowledge and information that I put on there. There's going to be more and more going on that channel once I get this schedule back intact. And then as for if y'all want to watch me game and stuff like that, gaming highlights, I mostly play games with my son. That's the way I'm going with that channel. You know, it's a gaming channel, but me and my son basically playing video games together. We'll do that once a week.